Was all third pull.
Yeah, when I first saw you, I thought it was just because you were weak. But obviously you weren't weak.
You being real right now?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
No, go ahead. Welcome to the Levels of Lifting podcast. I'm your host, Lawrence, here to remind you that there's levels to this I'm here with Jonathan Dela Cruz, and we're just lifters at different levels with different perspectives, here to talk about our opinions on health and fitness and weightlifting. What's up, John? What's good, man?
What's up?
Wait. What's good? What's on your mind? I apologize that I'm being so loud right now.
You are pretty obnoxious right now.
I can't help it, man. I mean, you're not very loud.
No, I'm a baby in this game.
You're a baby in this game?
Yes.
Oh, who are you?
I'm John.
Tell them who you are and what you do.
As far as what? Weightlifting?
Yeah, what's just going on? What's just anything you want to say?
As you can see, bronze medalist, 2023 national champion.
Under 23. Oh, you said
under 23. My
bad. Yeah,
under 23 bronze medalist.
That's not me disrespecting you. That's just telling you what category it is.
Snatch specialist, as you can see.
So that's a bronze medals in the snatch?
Yeah, that's a bronze medal.
Very cool, very cool, very cool.
What about your medals?
I got all types of medals.
I can see that.
From different places.
Just from weightlifting?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you want to get into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay. Yeah, I got medals in weightlifting, but I have awards all around because I am a pretty well-rounded individual. For example, this ribbon right here, or whatever you would call this, that's from the 5th grade. Second place, science fair. All right?
Okay.
That just shows you my genius.
Scholar.
Yeah, I mean, I got words.
Yes.
And thoughts and opinions. All right? And not just that, this is from Spring Valley. All right? Shout out class of 2011. All right? Honor student.
Wow.
Okay? So I carried that genius all the way until today. Okay?
Okay.
And this shows it. Okay? Listen, some people think that's nerdy. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter too. This is a Muay Thai medal.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Respect.
I mean, just in case someone wants to get down, because I'm down to get down.
Okay.
That's just something that, shows that a little bit of my character. Will it, I don't back down. Mm-hmm. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Me personally, I don't.
You personally, you have no... Wait. What's that quote from Jonathan Dela Cruz?
Which one? He has so many.
Something about crying.
I don't know. I'm not much of a scholar. I'm not much of a fan of that guy.
Come on, man. You have it in the group chat. Never cried, never lied.
I believe that's how it goes.
All right, whatever, man. Hey, I'm going to keep talking about myself.
Okay.
All right, this is my most important medal to me.
What is bronze?
It's bronze. It is. That's true. It's bronze. But all my medals are senior medals.
Okay.
You'll experience that one day.
Maybe.
This is a bronze medal that I won. This is my first national medal that I've won, and it was at nationals when it was in Las Vegas. Is there a date on this? What year was that? I've been in the game for so long.
It doesn't say, but I think that's 2022.
Is it 2022?
Yeah.
First time I ever won a medal, national medal, and I did it in my hometown. So that's very important to me. I got these other medals, also national medals, but not as meaningful. Just another one as I continue the game of Olympic weightlifting. Mm-hmm. But it's not even about Olympic weightlifting and these medals. These don't mean anything.
Okay.
It's the journey. It's about how you build yourself as a person and the character that you create throughout your life. What do you think about that?
I do believe it's about the character you build.
It's
not about the destination, as they say. It's about the journey.
Yeah, it's not the destination, it's the journey.
I do feel like I'm a more disciplined person. I've been in the game for 5 years myself.
5 years, huh?
5 years.
Guess how long I've been in?
Probably 10. I think it's 10.
It's like
11?
I think it might be 12. 11 or 12. 11 or 12.
You're 30 right now, right?
I'm 30, yeah. How old are you?
I'm 21.
But you've been 16 for the longest time.
I've been 16 for a couple years.
And then you turned 21.
Yes. I just skipped levels.
All right. They always talking about in weightlifting. Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, go ahead, bro.
Okay, they always talk about in weightlifting, like, because usually in the U.S., people join the sport at a later stage in their life. You had the fortune of being able to join at a younger age. And how old was that? Obviously, teenager.
17. I don't think that's really young though.
I thought it was younger than that.
Well, I mean, I've been lifting, squats, bench, deadlift, but not weightlifting.
17?
17.
So you were
Well,
a senior in high school?
I was 16 technically, end of my junior year.
See, I lifted after I went my freshman year in college.
Yeah.
So, I guess you could say 2012. I don't know. I have a YouTube video of my first ever Olympic weightlifting workout where I show the lifts for the first time. I snatched.
seen it. Yeah.
I think I uploaded that in 2013. So
Yeah.
I get a little bit confused about the dates, but
You were talented back then.
never talented. I don't even know what that really means because I've always worked hard for whatever I've got in my life. What is that? Why is the look away, the smirk, and the
No, I'm listening.
No.
listening.
I'm seeing a lot of teeth right now. If you got something to say about
I'm a
my
happy
talent, are you a happy guy?
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Continue.
Well, what's up right now? You in college? How's that going?
Yeah, I'm in my 4th year, bro. Trying to finish strong. I got 1 more year left. Trying to up my volume in the gym. Yeah.
For what?
Why am I upping my volume?
Yeah.
Just to get stronger.
Just get stronger. For what?
Well, right now, I'm going to do a CrossFit competition in October.
Uh-huh.
I'm planning on. So, trying to get my cardio up, my legs stronger, my upper body stronger.
Wait, you just said you had a CrossFit competition?
No,
I
I'm planning-
zoned out for a second. You said you have a CrossFit competition coming up?
I'm planning on doing a CrossFit competition.
When?
Fitness. Let's call it fitness.
When?
October.
So that's the last medal you'll ever get then?
I might do finals at the end of this year.
Ah, there we
Arizona.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, speaking weightlifting, we can get into the CrossFit.
Yeah,
But speaking weightlifting, like what's your goal right now? What, give me some numbers. Give me some ideas. If you were to, if we were to fast forward to finals, what would you like the result to be?
130, 160.
130, 160?
That's my goal.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on.
What's up?
130, hold on. 130, 160,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
that's your goal?
that's my goal.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
They always say to have your goals make it so that, if someone else were to
they
hear
say
it.
you want to keep your goals on the down low.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, they say you want to keep your come up on the down low.
Yeah.
Just because, some people, they might want to roadblock. if you
Roadblock?
will. Yeah.
Like a traffic cone? What do you mean?
Like a traffic cone.
Okay.
More like a speed bump.
Like a speed bump?
Yeah,
Okay.
try to slow you down.
Make it a little
some
bit shaky
haters.
on your on the destination, on the
Yeah.
journey.
Right.
I think it's important to say big goals, even though I don't think that's a big goal. And I want to
Yeah.
apologize for laughing because
Yeah. I don't know what that was about.
I didn't
but-
really mean it, but it.
Yeah, sure.
But it's good whenever you have like big goal. I'm always a fan of having really big goals. I think you should say 140, 170. I don't know, so 140, 315. You should snatch 315 and clean and jerk 365. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
But you don't set your standards that high. So you'll never get there if you don't believe you're going to get there. But it's all good, though.
That's true.
So I initially said that question about, like, starting younger. How important is that in Olympic weightlifting? Because you started 17, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Well, how young is young?
I don't know. Some people start as babies, man.
I think in weightlifting, at least, it's really not that important to start young, like pre-teens, under 10 years old. I think as long as you start, assuming you're doing it naturally, right? If you start like 15, 14, 13, just to get the movement right, then I think the strength will just come naturally the longer you train. Like you started when you're 18, right? That's pretty late compared to most people. But look at you now. Bronze medal, 2022 national. What do you call? Was that for a snatch or total?
Total.
Total.
This I swept silvers.
Okay.
In whatever year that was. What was that, Colorado? Remember in Colorado when you forgot your belt? And then you had to use my belt? And then you still got a medal. What's the deal with that? How do you leave the house without your belt?
I just can't allow myself to win sometimes.
Oh, it was Oh, you're one of those.
What?
Some people are self-sabotagers. So that you know that if you don't achieve the result you want,
you have an excuse.
Then you have I call it pre-planned excuses.
Pre-planned.
I think that's what I used to say.
You know who did that?
John Jones. What?
Hey,
that's crazy.
That was not planned. That was not planned.
No. He talked about how he would get like blasted.
Oh,
drunk.
did we talk about this?
I saw a thing. It might have been brought up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, John Jones.
But I mean, if you're a savage, you're gonna
exactly.
You're still gonna achieve the results that a savage is supposed to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I went 6 for 6 that day.
Ooh.
5 kilo PR.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. No, that's good. That's good. I've never gone 6 for 6.
Yeah, I can see that. It's working out for you.
I think. How about this? I don't think you're a real weightlifter unless you've bombed out.
Really?
Hampton Morris has bombed out.
Mm-hmm.
I've bombed out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I'm Hampton Morris or I'm even in the same breath as Hampton Morris, but I've seen his results. He's had a couple meets where he's missed lifts. Comes with the territory. If you're really trying.
Yeah, that's true. Usually people bomb out because they're pushing their numbers too high.
But in our situation, we have a coach that believes that we're going to hit whatever numbers that he puts on the platform. And I believe whatever number he chooses, I have full faith that I can hit that.
Yeah. Well, usually when they overreach for numbers like that and they bomb out, it's because they want to qualify for something.
That too. That too.
In Hampton Morris's case, he probably bombed out because, he wanted to qualify for the Olympics or...
What do you know about Hampton Morris? Are you someone that's like qualified to talk about his achievements?
I mean, I've seen his documentary from Nate Sawinski.
Let me guess. From YouTube?
From YouTube.
Another person that just says something I saw and learned it from YouTube.
Yeah, so I feel like I know him personally. Interesting character, though.
No, he's interesting.
He's very methodical.
Yeah, I like. Oh man, I could talk all day about what I think about Hampton Morris and his. I didn't actually watch the whole documentary, but I kind of get an idea what he's about. I mean, I was on the same platform as him. I've seen his build up in the back rooms. I see he's very locked in about everything in life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit that out. How dare you?
What?
Nothing, man.
You
ruined the podcast.
Oh my god! You shouldn't have briefed me before this.
Oh my god! No, I'm just joking. Oh, I am gonna have to edit that out though.
Do I need to cut it down?
No, you good.
Okay. My bad. He's taking bucked up right now, people. Give him some time. He's dry scooping this. No, I'm good. Thanks.
I was telling you to carry the podcast, man. I'm trying to...
I don't know what I should say now, since you're gonna edit that out. I don't know where my ceiling's at.
No. If anything, if there's stuff don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, thank you. I love Hampton Morris. He's a great guy. Great weightlifter.
Undoubtedly.
Phenomenal.
I would argue Hampton Morris is the best. No, because you got Tommy Kono, man. You can't really... The achievements that Tommy Kono has done.
I don't know anything about Tommy Kono, but my grandfather, he keeps on bringing him up. Like,
I don't want to mess up the facts, but from what I understand, remember when there was in history, because I'm assuming you've had history lessons.
Yeah.
Japanese internment camps. That's where he learned how to weightlift.
Really?
Mm-hmm, when his family was there.
So he's from Japan?
Well, he's Japanese.
Okay.
So, but
he lived in Hawaii, right? I believe he did.
I mean, that's what Jen talked about.
Yeah.
Apparently, he said that Jen was a good lifter.
Yeah. Oh.
No, he did.
I mean, he's not lying. She is.
Nah, no, I just laughed to throw a shot at Jen.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's many analogies in Olympic weightlifting that can translate to life. What do you think Olympic weightlifting has done for you that's helped you as a person in life?
I think for me, just giving me an outlet to apply my discipline to. And like if you're disciplined in weightlifting, like the medals, you get the strong total, but what?
You said plural, but continue.
For now, hopefully I'll get a little bit more medals, but you get a strong body, strong mind, good routine. So it's done a lot for me.
What do you think is more important, strong body or strong mind?
For what? I saw you had this conversation on the first podcast or second episode.
No, that's a real, just a general question. What do you think is more important, strong body, strong mind?
Well, for life, it's strong mind. But if you want to compete at the highest level, it has to be strong body first.
I think, and this is like kind of, I heard someone say this, so it's not original opinion, but both are important. But I think if you choose strong body, strong mind naturally comes.
Yeah. So you're saying if you have a strong body, you're just going to have a strong mind?
Not necessarily, but you're more likely to, especially if you're disciplined in such tasks like weightlifting. You have to be methodical about how you do things.
Or you're saying like strong body because you built it up or because you're genetically given that?
Well, if you're you can be genetically given a strong mind too. You're talking about outliers. I'm talking about general population.
Yeah, that's true. Given a strong mind, I don't believe that.
You think that... Okay, let's get into this. On average, a person's intelligence is probably on a spectrum, correct?
Sure, yeah, of course.
So you think... Okay, what was your statement? That some people are not given strong minds?
Yeah. I don't think like you can be given strong minds.
You have to get a strong mind. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Through education, through life experiences?
Yes.
So you think that once a person is born, a baby, that they're not already on a different playing field? They all start from zero and then build to that strong mind? And I'm just talking about not even strong, I'm talking about intelligence.
Oh, intelligence?
I think some babies come out smarter.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to say the opposite.
Yeah.
Because I've seen those babies.
Yeah.
And they don't turn out good.
Dumb babies. Yeah, well, if you're talking about intelligence, yeah, for sure. But if you're talking about, like, having the confidence in yourself to push through things...
There's a lot of intelligences. I don't like that, saying that, but yeah. I think that's true, actually.
Yeah. Well, I never thought about it that way. Yeah,
some people think emotional intelligence. Some people think actual street smarts versus book smarts. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I just see intelligence as, 1 + 1, pattern recognition. That's just intelligence to me.
What do you think about the idea of following the program blindly? What do you think about the idea of following the program blindly? Because I heard Dylan Cooper said that. I thought that was interesting.
Well, of course, it's Dylan Cooper. I mean, he wants you to buy his program.
Okay.
So...
Okay, take Dylan Cooper out. What do you think about that statement?
Well, for beginners, yeah, I think you should blindly follow the program, but you should also...
under, a qualified coach.
Of course, yeah. But you should also have the wherewithal to ask certain questions to your coach. Like, why are we doing this? Why this percentage? Why rest this long? So...
Do you think an athlete's mind can get in the way of progress, though? As far as, like, trying to figure out every nuance and reasoning behind every little thing?
I think there's a time and place for that. Like, if you're about to lift, then you have to be able to turn your mind off, but at the same time, you have to be able to, like, make the certain adjustment from the last lift, But as far as, like, outside of training, as long as it doesn't get in the way of, you know, like your sleep or your nutrition, I don't think it's a big deal. Because I'm an overthinker personally, but I think that also helped me like have breakthroughs in my technique.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that time and place, especially if you're not doing it in the middle of your training.
Yeah. Well, you can think about it like if you're resting between sets and whatnot, but as far as like doing the actual lift itself, then you can't really do that.
What are you snatching right now? Best right now. Past
right now.
Month. Let's just say past month.
A month?
Or you know, training cycle, how we do it. You know, we hit a top set or whatever. Past 2 months. You know, general number.
2 months. I hit a 115 double for snatch.
Okay, 115. I don't want to pull out the percentages. Let's just say you snatch 100. Let's just say, okay?
Okay.
That way it's easy because I'm going to ask about percentages.
Yeah.
Your best is 100. I heard you say just a second ago, turn off your brain. I think that's a very important key to weightlifting. At what point and what percentage, as you are working up to a max, do you turn off your brain?
Well, I turn off my brain before every lift, technically.
Oh, that's such a good answer.
So
that's a really good answer.
Say, like even on the platform, right? Your first opener, you do your lift, you turn off your brain, you do your lift, you come off the platform, then you reflect, you turn on your brain. But for the second attempt, you have to turn it back off. There's a switch, I think.
Okay, so you're basically saying you think about your lifts outside of you don't think about your lifts mid-lift.
No.
Sometimes I'm thinking about it whenever I'm working with the bar. Do you do the same?
No, I don't.
You think like, okay, let's say your regular warm-ups, oh, I'm going to do like a no foot, then I'm going to do like a no contact or whatever your general warm-up is. You don't think like, oh, just remember to, you know, have to keep balancing your feet or something. You don't do that? Because I do that.
No, I think like if you're going up to the bar, you should know what you're going to emphasize. So if you're, you know, trying to emphasize a longer extension in general, you should know that, but like before walking up to the bar. So when you're doing the lift, you should be trying to like emphasize that one thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you like to take it one thing at a time.
I mean, that's really all you can focus on in a lift. You can't really focus on multiple things.
I like this topic.
Because you're always gonna try. You're always gonna put in a lot of effort. It's just where you're gonna put the effort. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I look at it.
What do you think about coaching cues on 95% and up?
I think they help. I think they can, like, especially if you run out of adjustments yourself and you don't really know what to do, your coach can see it.
Correct.
Because you can't really see yourself unless you record yourself. But even then, you're kind of biasing yourself. But can you make technical adjustments at 95% and up? Oh, all the time. Yeah.
You're talented, because I don't think I could do that. Personally, I don't think I can do that. I think I'm more likely to be able to change my behavior, because it's a pattern of behavior, correct? It's something that you build. If you get to a certain percentage and then something changes, and that might stick with you if you can continue doing that, correct? Yeah. So I think for me, more than likely, if I hit 95% and something goes wrong and coach says something like, oh, fix this, I'm so locked into the intensity of the lift. Like, I just need to be intense. As far as like, because if I think too much, then I take off a little bit on the pull for sure. So I'm the type of athlete where I really believe that I need to wave back up, if that's the case.
Well, I've done that before. That's been helpful to me.
But I just wanted to get it on record on this podcast that you were more talented than me, because I can't do that.
I wouldn't say talented. I would just say built different.
You're built different?
Slightly.
Slightly?
Yeah. Different.
Clearly. That's crazy, man.
That's how I train, though. Even if we have a heavy Friday, I know that when the competition comes, I'll probably have to make adjustments between my attempts. So even if you're doing like a heavy double and like the second rep feels off, the first rep feels off. You have to know what to change and know how to change it, and be confident that you can change it.
Yeah. I mean, there is definitely that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Let me just
It doesn't even have to be
take
on
a look. See if Billy's
Okay.
up. Oh, you go. I think it's still playing. Yeah. Oh, they're only at 97.
Yeah,
This is a dude, right? Carlos.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good still. Sorry guys, Coach Billy is about to go up. He's at Masters Nationals right now. Big shout out to Coach Billy. We appreciate you for allowing us to do this podcast here. Guys, come to Las Vegas Barbell, the only Olympic weightlifting gym in town. Must see. You'll be able to train with Jonathan Dela Cruz and his medal, singular. And
For now.
for now. Okay, what was the last thing
What
you
was I
said?
talking about?
Gosh,
Adjustments.
man.
Something about adjustments.
Yeah, adjustments and being able to...
Oh, it doesn't even have to be on heavy days.
Can I say something real quick?
I'll turn off my ringer.
What is
I'm
up?
sorry.
This is so...
I'll turn off my
You know how
ringer.
long it took me to
apologize.
schedule this podcast with you? And now you're getting all these notifications? This is... Ivan, are you seeing this right now? I know you're seeing this.
My schedule's been full, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, continue.
But it doesn't have to be on, the heavy max out days.
Full of
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to finish.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a Tourette's thing.
Yeah.
I hear something and I have to
anger
finish
Tourette's.
Anger Tourette's?
Anger Tourette's.
Angrettes. Okay, continue.
Okay.
Adjustments.
So, like I was saying, it doesn't have to be on the heavy days that you have once a week, that you're training for once a week, right? It could be on those deload days where, 70% feels like 85%. And you have to know how to fix your technique on that day.
Correct.
And
really, you can't... depending on what happens, because we're always training with competition in mind. You can't really wave up if you have to follow yourself. Yeah. You're not going to be able to wave up enough attempts to be able to correct a technical flaw.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I do got it like that. Because technically, if you miss something on the platform and then you make it, aren't you correcting a technical flaw?
If you're waving back down?
No, just in general. If I'm second attempt, I miss. But I follow myself immediately because someone burned my clock.
Yeah.
And I make it on the next one, then didn't I do a technical change without having to... So I am like that.
Have you done that before?
Yeah. I've missed my first lift before and then made it.
Okay.
It's not like I've ever waved up in the middle.
But was that because you were trying harder or you actually made a technical adjustment?
Sometimes you just know what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just do something wrong and then you know immediately what the problem is. But what I was talking about, I guess that is slightly different. I'm talking about like a coaching cue. Sometimes Billy will tell me something and then literally, not to say that I don't listen, but I just try harder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm serious.
You just said he tells you a cue, you listen, but you just don't do the cue.
But I mean, no. I internalize it. You're trying to turn Billy against me. That's what's happening here. You're saying that I don't listen to Billy.
I wasn't listening. Okay, go ahead.
No, what I was saying is I'm a beast and I make lifts. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're trying to do this mental judo with me right now.
I'm not.
Okay.
I just wasn't listening. I apologize.
All right.
Yeah. So coaching cues.
Coaching cues.
You're asking me if they help?
Can I get personal with you for a second?
Go ahead.
I know you don't know which way I'm about to go with this.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared, but I'm
scared.
ready for judo.
You ready for the mental judo?
I'm ready for the judo, the verbal judo.
Listen, guys. Jonathan Dela Cruz is my favorite training partner. I've made the most gains training with this guy than anyone else. For sure, without question and without a doubt. What is the importance of having good training partners? Notice how I took off the thing
I like that. First of all,
serious moment.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that, sir.
Did you hear all those jingles?
Yeah. So what's the question?
What is the importance of having a good training partner?
I think it's very important when it comes to your technique, especially because there are some people that can just go hard every single day, but if you go hard every single day, then you're going to turn out to be a lifter that, your coach tells you a cue at higher weights and you don't listen. You just go harder, you know?
Kind of like me in competition.
I don't want to throw away names, but sure. But you can, I think, develop bad habits like that if you don't have someone to correct you.
For sure.
Yeah.
How important, I want to stay on the topic of training part, but you bring up a lot of great points, and I just want to jump from topic to topic.
Yeah.
How important is it to stay calm and relaxed during the snatch?
Paramount, because if you tense up, your turnover is gonna be sloppy, your catch is gonna be all over the place, and even if you get the bar high, then if you're not relaxed, you can't get it in the right spot. So being relaxed is the most important, I think.
Yeah. At what point? Because there is a, I don't know what's a good phrase for it, but it's like a tamed aggressiveness. Like you got to be controlled, but then you got to, at some point, you're gonna explode.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a directed aggressiveness.
Okay.
Like you said, you're gonna go harder no matter what technique thing you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just directing that aggressiveness to a certain spot, like in your turnover or in your pull. You just have to know where to put it.
Okay. How would you describe the emphasis of and the importance of, how would you describe the type of training that we do at Las Vegas Barbell? Like, what is the main emphasis here? Because I have an idea of like, we focus here on this a lot. What do you think that is at Las Vegas Barbell?
Well, obviously weightlifting, but as far as like...
I hate you so much. Lee, I hate you so much. Go ahead.
As far as weightlifting training, it's catered more towards the general populace. Like a lot of variability, not that much training volume for most people, and I think that's how it should be. Like for the everyday lifter, the 9 to 5 lifter, 4 days a week. Like no one's really trying to make it to the Olympics over here. So just like a lot of variability.
That's a good answer. I think what I was trying to look for was, as far as like technical emphasis, like what is like the most important thing. For example, do athletes here really get trained on getting lower?
No. So it's for sure bar height, because height.
Okay.
Bar height, whatever you want to call it, because that's most people's first technical problem when they walk through the door, is just not being confident in elevating the bar. Okay.
What did you think about my technique the first time you saw me lift?
I mean, it was okay, just like any other weightlifter. Yeah, I mean, nothing special.
You didn't think about like, I didn't have a third pull really, or a second pull. I was all third pull.
Yeah, when I first saw you, I thought it was just because you were weak, but obviously you weren't weak.
You being real right now?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
no, go ahead.
The first time I saw you,
I'm genuinely interested in what you thought.
4 years ago.
Okay.
2020, right?
Okay. I don't know.
Before COVID. Yeah, I think you were snatching like around what I was lifting during that time.
Okay.
So, what was your question?
No, just what you thought about my technique. Yeah, because my technique was different.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was solid. I thought you were more like a athletic lifter, like you were more relying on your speed and your explosiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I didn't think you were this technical. Technically sound.
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't care.
Sound.
I would fully believe that if you just increase your strength, your snatch and clean and jerk will go up.
Yeah.
I always power snatched. I always pulled as high as I could and power cleaned as high as I could. Mm-hmm. But whenever I did the full lifts, there was always a minimum height for me. Like, there's no point of pulling X weight this high.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get under really fast.
So you were never, like, this technically curious back then?
Yeah, I would honestly categorize myself as, like, a technical snob right now. And that didn't happen until I came to Las Vegas.
Back in 2020.
Right now?
Back in 2020, you were, like, a technical snob, whatever you call it.
No, I wasn't. Like I wasn't in the like I didn't care what your technique was.
Okay, you weren't geeking out over the technique and stuff.
Not at all. I just wanted to lift and I just wanted to squat a lot, squat and pull. You know, I pull more and higher before I came to Las Vegas barbell than now.
What?
Swear.
How does that make sense?
I'll show you. I pulled
because that's all
my
you've been
national
focusing
event
on since you got here.
But at my national event in I want to say it was Denver, 2020. I think it was an American Open Finals. One of my routines and rituals was to pull a barbell. Like I would do PAP, post activation potentiation, which is the act of doing a higher weight to stimulate more muscle activation. Because as you lift more weight, you have to access more muscles.
Yeah, you're talking about this with isometrics, right?
I don't remember.
The front rack.
Yeah, I mean that's an example of it. It might prepare you more for a heavy front squat, and then you reduce the weight, and then you try. Oh, it feels light. Legitimately, it'll feel light.
Yeah.
Because you just felt a really heavy weight. So one of the things that I would do as a pre-routine thing, like from second to third attempt, I would just snatch pull as high as I could. I'd do a panda pull, right? And you know, with an upright technique, when I pulled down, 114 would touch my neck. Okay. I can't do that now. Right now, I tested it in my garage. The most weight that I can do is 93.
What if it's just because you dropped down lower before?
No. I even looked at it. I made sure I looked. I'll show you the video. Okay. Like you could tell. I mean, it is a front angle. Like I understand what you're saying. It could be more like me bringing my neck to the bar.
Yeah. I
don't think that was the case because you could really see my elbows up, and I'm still relatively tall. Like I'm not like really bending over. But I'll show you to you later. Yeah. 114 is touching my neck, and right now 93. I can't do more than 93. But I think it's because my emphasis and my focus was making sure to pull the bar. That I was all about bar height. Like I'll do like almost like how I was doing squat every day. Like I only cared about doing the minimum really, and then on certain days I would go for heavy attempts.
Yeah.
I was really managing the fatigue, but I would do that on pulls. Like I need to pull X weight this high. If I'm going to this competition, X weight has to go this high. And I had clear boundaries or rules on that.
Yeah. But how does that make sense, though? Because you said that you didn't have much of a second pull, right?
So I always trained high pulling, but whenever it actually came to the full lifts, I would cheat my way to the bottom, for sure. I would pull hard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I never focus on, like, that extra. You know how we do the remember when not no feet, straight leg. I had none of that extra space in between me. Never any extra space. So I think when I came to this gym, in the old gym, that I never moved my feet.
Yeah, I mean you still kind of don't move your feet, but you're saying that you would focus on the height in your high pulls before, just your high pulls.
So I had a rule: if I can hit my chest. Or my neck. I think it was my neck. If I can hit my neck in my panda pulls while still maintaining that upright position, it's like kind of my version of the PVC pipe, right?
Yeah.
Like this is my neck, right? If I could do that, I should be able to. Oh no, that's a lie, because I couldn't power. I had like a certain type of rule. If I got it to, I think it was if I touch my neck, I should be able to snatch it, or come close to it. If I had like enough training in the actual movement to do it. But whenever I did that in competition, that was the first time I ever did it, so I never got to build up. I still have this theory that like if I was able to like build up from that cycle with my same technique that I did, because it's not like what I was doing was wrong, it's just different.
Okay.
Because different like Chinese training style would be like only pull it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they do that anymore.
Yeah.
But I really believe that like if I went with that same technique, I would be snatching more.
How much did you PR since you've been here in your snatch?
108. So
from what?
The first time I came here, I snatched 100 in competition already, and then afterwards my 100.
You're just training PR,
yeah,
comp
100.
PR. Oh, really?
Yeah. They're the same.
So 8 kilos in what? 2 years?
Something
a year
like
and a
that.
half?
Year and a half. Year and a half. What was I gonna say? Oh, my total went down. Like my snatch went down after being here because there was so many adjustments I had to make. What's up, Jessica? What you need? Say hi.
My ibuprofen.
Yeah, I know we're being ridiculous right now.
With the sunglasses?
Yeah. And a bunch of medals.
I mean, that, like, makes the point, though. Like,
It's
if
a
you
normal day,
weren't
though.
with sunglasses, nobody would pay attention.
Levels.
This is what I wanted. What were you gonna say?
Levels.
What about
levels of lifting?
Levels of lifting. That's right. I'm all distracted now. Should we? Maybe I don't want to miss Coach Bill. Oh, he's on his third attempt. 123.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna end this podcast by reacting to Coach Billy. I should screen record this. Actually, I'll just take a video right here with my phone. Let's go, Coach. All right, right now he has 123 on the bar. Oh, he smoked 117 and 120. Dude, you know he missed 120 the last max out day.
Yeah, I left early that day.
Come on, Coach, let's go. Oh, dang.
Clarked it.
You think that was enough height?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably couldn't get that. All right, guys. We appreciate you for watching. This is Jonathan Dela Cruz. Come to Las Vegas Barbell. We'll be here. I'm going to put his... What's your Instagram? You can tell them and I'll put it in too.
adaoagdelacruz. Dela Cruz. No spaces, no caps.
No cap.
No cap.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, that was a good one. Do it again soon. Later.